look closely because it's a test run for the 2020 election here, a massive campaign on the social media, which are the main source of information for most of the population. The press is, of course, mostly right-wing, but these are. But the media campaign is just unbelievable. I mean, the lies, the fabrications, the vitriol, the Workers' Party, his party, is planning to turn all the boys into homosexuals. It's going to kill religion. They're going to put out baby bottles with penises as the nipples, on and on like this. People believed it, They finally managed, just by these means, shut up, silence the guy who's probably going to win, flood the so-called information system with grotesque lies and attacks that can't be responded to. And remember, we're going to see this soon. We're starting to see it already. This is a test run. They managed to get into office a guy who's the most outrageous of the right-wing fanatics all over the world. Just to illustrate, this is a guy who, when he was in the parliament, when he voted for the impeachment of Dilma Rousseff, he dedicated his vote to her torturer. She was a guerrilla tortured by the military regime. He dedicated his vote to her torturer, the general who was in charge of the torture. He supports the military dictatorship, which was vicious, but he criticizes it too, because it didn't go far enough. He said it was too soft. They should have killed 30,000 people like the Argentines did, the worst of the military dictatorships. He goes back to the 19th century and criticizes the Brazilian cavalry because they didn't do what the Americans did, wipe out the indigenous population. If they'd done that, we wouldn't have these problems today. In fact, now that he's in office, first his economics advisor is a ultra-right Chicago boy, Pablo Guedes. His motto is literally privatize everything, sell the country out to mostly foreign investors. Right now they're killing the Social Security system, which is not that strong, but something. Hand everything over to the rich and the powerful. The newest legislation is change the history books so that they don't criticize the military dictatorship. They say it was necessary to protect the country from communism. He says the whole country has been taken over by what's called cultural Marxism, including the right-wing press, universities. We've got to block that. Science is finished. We don't support that. We don't waste money on that kind of stuff. So the Brazilian science is pretty powerful, interesting thing.
It was upcoming in.
So, I mean, this is just indescribable. And it's happening in the most powerful country, important country in Latin America, one of the most important in the world, with the strong support of the United States. Very powerful. In fact, this media campaign, you can't prove it, but it has all the fingerprints of the people who've been running these things elsewhere.